Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Let's go, fellas. Let's hot.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. SOS.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Under 10. Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Here we go.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Where's 52? Watch this. Hey, Echo.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I'm coming out here, these two. Watch safety creeping.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That! Black 20!
I'm trying to collect.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Five down.
Solid, 5 down.
Check 24, check 24.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Taken in by Switzer on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not. Before he gets into enemy territory.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
45.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Push him back. Show that bench release and go. 45.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll run on first down. Conner, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play, first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Here's counter, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
Second down and goal. Roethlisberger got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 78 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Pick your game up. Check 50. Check 50. Check. Check. Crunch.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
You don't know no better.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Check, 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 check.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
180. These two.
Check, 45.
On 1st down, it's Connor. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Hey.
Switch.
77. 45.
Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's got another. First down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
And the Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Easy. Shift. 6-6. Pull it high. Jack 16.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's do it. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Regular. We're 368. We're good. We're good. There you go. 368.
Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 79 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Dalton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Man left, man left. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Black 20. 52 right here. 52. All day, baby. All day.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at their 49-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Mike 52.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Roethlisberger now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Look basic. 45.
Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Middle. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, high 7.
Check.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
You better be afraid of me.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
3 down.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ryan Switzer, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Check 55, come on. Check 50.
Go 368. Hey.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, wahoo. Heads up.
Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Black 20.
Check 45, come on.
Don't get nervous. Snickers. Now spin. 8. Check 3. 218. Chop it.
On first down, Connor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
You got him.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ben leaves to Connor on the draw, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
45. Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Switch up.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
These two. Here we go again. Check 45.
Now Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They start with a give to Connor. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger to the end zone, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 76 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation there, the defense won the battle. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a first down carry. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Got to get the point. Get on the point right here. Here we go. Watch 7.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Roethlisberger. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Cincinnati, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.